There, get going without spinning wheels. Or I could just pull you from here. Well, good morning. It sounds like we have a Subaru that did Subaru things and got way up a snowy road up in the woods and got stuck. And sounds like it's been there a couple days. So we're gonna go pick the customer up from the hotel he's staying at and then take the track Jeep up into the woods and see if we can go get it out. All right, hopefully that's our guy there running across the road, and not some carjacker who just wants their own track Jeep. All right, we got the truck parked over there in the woods. Got a jacket just in case. Got the track Jeep unloaded over there. We're gonna head up the mountain. All right, we got Brandon here. Brandon and his wife are doing some exploring in their Subaru up here in the Cascades and found out just how capable Subarus are, because they will get way out in the middle of nowhere. But then the snow warmed up and got soft and it fell through and that was game over. So we're gonna go up and see if we can get his car out. Alright, so what happened was they were heading out exploring. GPS shows all this is open, normal public road. It doesn't show that it's not a maintained, unplowed road. And in the mornings, the snow is super hard and you can drive around on top of it no problem. And then once it starts to warm up outside, the snow gets soft and you start to sink. It's not stuck right here. They just couldn't get back out because the snow was too soft. So he did the smart move and got it to a spot where it was not buried down to the frame in the ground. So it'll be able to move out of here on its own, and now we just got to get it back out. There's quite a few sections here since it snowed so much since then that we're gonna have to probably pull it through, but we'll figure that out as we go. Now let's see how that one does. So what we're gonna do, since he's not stuck where he's at, is try to back him up into here and then get his front end as far up over here pointed this way as we can, because this has good toe points on the front. And then if he can't turn around here, then I have something to hook onto to point him that way, which is that way. All right, try to come right here and turn up as far as you can. Turn, more turn. Okay, turn this way, right there, and now try to get up on here if it will. Better, okay, now I could just pull you from right there, it'd be fine. Okay, Subaru doesn't want to play nice today, so we'll just pull it around with the Jeep. All right, so I turned the Jeep back around and hooked the winch line to the pull point on the front. Go ahead and hop in and just turn your wheel all the way to the passenger side. And then just put it in neutral. We're not pulling on the tire, we're pulling on the tow point underneath the car. Now see if it'll drive forward. I'm about to turn all those modes off again. Okay, let's pull a little more. So the reason we did that was to get the wheel moving and the car moving to break some of the tension, because as it builds up with snow there, it just adds more and more resistance. So we broke some of that up and now we'll pull again. Just makes it easier on the car. Pull you over more. Okay. Try again. Okay, hold up. Back up a little bit. Okay, now come forward. All right, we got him out and on top of the snow where he's able to move on his own. Don't know how long that will last though, because when he parked this car here, this section was dry and had no snow on it. Now you can see there's quite a bit. So it snowed way more than I thought it did over the last 2 days. It just means we just have to do a little more pulling than I thought we were gonna have to do, but that's okay. There, get going without spinning wheels. Or I could just pull you from here.
I think that'd work.
Let's do that. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, ready?
Ready.
All right. Thanks to all the new snow that fell and the unseasonably warm day we have today, the snow is super soft and the Subaru is not making it out on its own. So I've got him hooked to the back and I'm just towing him with that Matt's Off-Road Recovery Yankum rope. And you know, since Matt sent me that rope for free, does that mean I'm technically sponsored by Matt's Off-Road Recovery? I'm gonna claim that. But anyway, we've got 15 miles to go to get back to the truck, so it's gonna be a long, long pull. In all reality, I think I'll have to be able to drive about the last 2 or 3 miles, but still, it's a long way to pull a car. So now we're getting in a little bit deeper snow heading up the hill. There's some pretty bad ruts through here, where some other people have been, and they're kind of covered in powder, so it's making them hard to see. But I can definitely tell when he hits them because I get the pull back on the Jeep. So we're finding them one way or another. All right, we're about 6 miles into the pull right now. We hit these little patches like this where he can drive on his own, but no point in unhooking because it's 20 feet and then it's sunk in and pulling again. Now, one thing I got for this Jeep and put on here actually before this trip, this is his first trip, I didn't say anything about it yet because I want to see how it did first, is on these tracks. Turns out American Track Truck, the company that builds these, sells an external drive sprocket. that bolts onto the hub, and then you can see comes up in here through these holes in the tracks, and that stops the slipping problem I was having. Now the reason I wasn't running those before is because I didn't know they made them, but now I do. So I got a set, I put them on the back tracks, and then I was able to loosen all the tracks up. So I've been doing is just tightening the tracks more and more and more to stop them from ratcheting, but that just makes it harder on everything else. So I was able to loosen the tracks back up a bit, and this is my first real trip with them, and we're 6 miles into a pull right now and I haven't had a slip yet. So those are working really good and hopefully should make a big difference. All right, we got some pavement. All right, it's almost all downhill from here, and we've got a pavement runway to start off from, so
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
I think I'll unhook it here, and then I'll get out of the way, and we'll see how far you can make it. If you get stuck again, we'll just pull it again.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good.
Coming out of there. All right. We're about 8 miles into the tow right now, so it means we got, what, 6, 7, I don't know math, back to get to the truck. So let's see how it does. Ah, window faster. I mean, Subarus are rally cars, right? There's a very common situation in this area where people go out in the morning to go have fun, go sledding, barbecue, camp, whatever in the woods in the morning. The snow's cold and hard and they drive across the top of it and they go all over the place, no problem. And then once it starts to warm up and they want to head back home, they're sunk in and they can't go anywhere because the snow's too soft. Happens all the time, like every day. Look at that. The farther we head down the hill, the more it's just turning into slush. It's getting nasty. I need the cold to come back. This warm temperature stuff sucks. All right, well, Brandon's headed out of here. He's on his way home. He doesn't live anywhere around here, and he's definitely supposed to be at work today, but his car was stuck in the woods, so he couldn't make it. So he's probably gonna have some making up to do tomorrow, but everything went good there. We got him out, no problem. 8 miles we ended up towing him before unhooked, and he was able to make the rest of the way on his own. Jeep did great, and now that the Jeep's on the trailer, I can show you the drive sprocket a little better. You see it just bolts right onto the hub, and it's genius. It's 2-piece, so it splits right there, and you bolt the bottom half on, then just drive forward and bolt the, well, I guess that'd still be the bottom half on, but either way, then you have a sprocket. And for everyone who says I need to put rock lights in here, this is why we don't put rock lights in here. You wouldn't be able to see. But overall, that went good. Everything's successful, so I'm gonna head home. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. What is even happening here? Where did he come from? Are you kidding me? Again? That's just snow. Where are these little cars coming from?